Of all the blank slates that star in video games, Lightning is one of the blankest. Lightning Returns Final Fantasy XIII points out its own heroine's lack of emotion on many occasions, but making Lightning's stoicism a plot point doesn't make it easier to relate to her. She is defined only by her love for her sister Sarah, and by how the god named Bunavelza needs her to carry out his will. Lightning is a sister and a savior, defined not by her own traits, but by the needs of this role-playing game's plot.
And so I was chosen by God to rescue lost souls and guide them past the end of this world and into the next. I became the savior.
The stage for this plot are the 4 regions of Nova Chrysalia that you traverse over and over again as you perform the tasks required of you. The world is soon to end, and Lightning is the key to God's plan for a new beginning. Lightning Returns is not a game about lightning, however, but about the drama of its defining moments. As a theatrical expression of light, music, and spectacular feats of magic, the game's cutscenes excel. The music swoons, fireworks fill the screen, and for a moment, the pageantry sweeps you away.
It's beginning.
Sadly, the audio production is all too often a major distraction. Hope Estime is your guide of sorts, and he never shuts up. He drones on so often, in fact, that he's constantly cut off mid-sentence whenever a battle suddenly occurs or when you trigger a cutscene. You might think you could simply wait for dialogue to finish before venturing forward, and in theory, you can. However, Lightning Returns is designed to make you hurry. You see, the world is going to end whether you like it or not, and the clock is always ticking. The game adheres to a strict timetable. To see Lightning Returns to its finale, you need to add days to the calendar by saving souls, which in turn means completing story quests. Stopping to listen to entire lines of dialogue uses up precious minutes. In fact, it's quite easy to not even reach the end of the game the first time you play if you play on medium difficulty. You see, Lightning Returns likes to waste your time, and it does so in how it handles exploration. As you complete certain side quests, others may open up, but you may not know where and when they do so. The game invites you to return to regions again and again, seeking out new activities and chasing MacGuffins, only to punish you with time loss if there's nothing to be found. Should the world end before you complete your main quests, you have to start over, but you do keep all of your equipment and enhancements, New Game Plus style. Lightning Returns also wastes your time by forcing you to lose an in-game hour whenever you escape from battle. You might be well equipped for the creatures in the vicinity, only to discover that you're not powerful enough for the boss that concludes your quest and be forced to escape. The combat system encourages you to experiment, but the time limit punishes you for it.
You want to be saved. Time you met your maker.
The combat does have its bright spots, however. At the heart of battle are combat templates called schemata. Schemata, in turn, are attached to the outfits Lightning wears. She can wear up to 3 at any time and switch between them at will during battle. Not only do various outfits have their own attributes, but so do the weapons, attacks, and accessories you can equip to them. There are countless ways to fine-tune your schemata, and playing around with the possibilities is Lightning Returns' most interesting and most enjoyable element. Lightning skitters across the battlefield as you unleash various attacks. Each attack costs a certain number of active time battle points, and the ATB meter replenishes more slowly than you use it up. As a result, you must switch between schemata frequently, as well as block effectively to stagger enemies and avoid damage. Sadly, that blocking mechanic is a big problem. To avoid the most damage, you need to be absolutely precise, but when the camera is swaying about, it's rarely giving you a consistent view of your surroundings, even in the alternate camera view, and you can't block attacks you can't see coming. You might suppose that grinding for levels would boost your battle effectiveness, but Lightning doesn't gain levels and there's no experience to gather. Instead, completing quests rewards you with additional health, additional strength, or other perks. You still end up grinding, but you're grinding for the items monsters drop so that you can turn them in for quest rewards. While backtracking across the same sand dunes and winding paths grows tiring, there are countless details to admire. Lightning herself dons meticulously tailored outfits with every button polished to a shine and each fabric impeccably embroidered. You can see how much attention was given to the visual details, and it made me wish that more attention had been given to creating characters worth caring about and structuring the game in a way that made it enjoyable to explore. I don't know where Final Fantasy will go from here, but I hope that Lightning Returns is simply another bump on the series' path, and not a harbinger of more mediocrity to come.
Is this fruit from the light?